What's going on, Supreme family? I'm back with another banger. It's officially Q4, and whenever I say this is the most profitable time of the year for e-commerce entrepreneurs, I mean it, and I cannot wait to be able to help you guys out these next 3 months, especially with this video, so make sure you take some value away from this. Before we get into the exact steps that I took on this store to generate over $123,000 in less than 60 days, let's go ahead and check out the revenue and profit of this store. We all know men lie, women lie, numbers don't, so let's go ahead and check it out. So here you can see this is August 1st to October 1st, 2021. As you can see, I generated around $122,000. I had around over 45,000 online sessions, a 7% customer rate, a 2.69 conversion rate, and over 1,300 orders. And I'm gonna refresh the screen because you always know it's no cap. And what's revenue if we cannot show profits? So let's go ahead and check it out. As you guys can see, this is the exact same time frame of August 1st to October 1st. Around the exact same revenue of $123,000. My cost of goods was around $40,000. My ad spend was $53,000, which ultimately gives me a great net margin of 21% and over $25,000 profit starting from scratch. And this is why I always say it is so important to make sure that you are investing in people who are doing exactly what you want to do in this world. And I love being able to show you guys how you can reach these exact same type of numbers. And speaking of investing in people who are doing exactly what you want to do in this world, I'm here to help you guys out each and every single week with an absolute free consulting call to streamline your success with e-commerce. If you want the opportunity of winning this absolute free consulting call and another special giveaway, all you have to do is 3 simple things. The first thing you must do is in the comment section below, comment the word 100K and what your goal is to finish 2021 off strong. The second thing you must do is go to my Instagram at AC_Hampton and go ahead and give me a follow. And the third thing you must do is smash that like button below and subscribe to my channel, as I have never missed a single week on this platform.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything.
Now, we all know the first step on being able to do numbers just like this is starting off with product research and product validation. I use a very specific validation method when it comes to choosing these different types of winning products, but anytime that I'm choosing a winning product, I'm always asking myself these 4 things. 1, does this product have an area of improvement that I can be able to take full advantage of? Second, does this product have a market behind it? Third is, does this solve a problem? And number 4 is, do I see longevity with this product? Making sure that I'm answering yes to all of these different questions is going to give me the confidence in knowing that this product can sell and there's longevity behind it, and I can eventually even brand it. And then whenever I find a product that hits all of these yes requirements, the first thing I do is reach out to my private supplier. So whenever I reach out to my private supplier, I was able to source these cost of goods for this product specifically for $21. And the selling price that I put on my website for this product was $70. So this product was giving me a 3x return, so I knew I had to be able to sell it. And having a private supplier helps out with so many different aspects of running your business. Not just to just give you faster shipping times, which shows you more longevity with your business and obviously a better customer experience, but you're also able to source these products for cheaper than you typically would on AliExpress, as these private suppliers typically get way better rates. And anybody in my blueprint course or my one-on-one mentorship has full access to my private supplier, who will be able to source products cheaper than AliExpress, completely automate your tracking, and completely automate your fulfillment on every product that you sell. So right after being able to source this product and figuring out if this is something I'm going to sell or not, the next thing I get into is building a high converting product page and of course a store around it. And I hear people ask me all the time, what type of store should I start off with? General, niche, or one product? I always recommend starting off with a general store, as this is exactly what I used in this example of this case study, and that's what I use for all my dropshipping stores. And when I'm building a store, the theme that I like to be able to use is to beautify. To beautify allows me to be able to have a simple, clean layout on my store, while still being able to allow me to have my product page and homepage shopper friendly, and of course a great customer experience. And if you guys want to use the Beautify, you guys can get 20% off any package that you choose by clicking on the link in my description or being able to use the code ACHampton at checkout. Now, some of those main points that I focus on whenever I'm building my store so that traffic that comes to my website can convert into real purchasers is these main things. The first is a simplistic design. I don't like to have more than 3 colors on my store: black, white, and 1 separate color. The second is making sure that my featured product that I'm advertising is right on my homepage. The third is highlighting the seasons that we are currently in. So I was advertising this product through Labor Day as well as 9/11, and I took full advantage of these seasons right on the banner of my store. And the fourth is making sure that your store looks credible with different policy pages on your store, as well as a page for customers to be able to track their order. All four of these things will help out with making sure your store is shopper friendly and you can get those conversions that you are looking for. Now, we all know that having a nice store is equally as important as the apps that you have on your store that can help convert your customers. So on to beautify, I like to be able to use sticky add to cart, frequently bought together, quantity break by discount, custom currencies, FAQ, and page speed booster. Now, whenever I'm building my product page, this is where the fun starts happening. I like to be able to base my pricing, my features, my benefits, even the gifts off of what my top 3 to 5 competitors are currently using. I want to be able to replicate the success that they're having and do better in the areas that they struggle in. Now, yes, I do base my product page off of what is currently working in the market, but again, if you want to wipe out your competition, you always have to make sure to do it better than them. Now, speaking of being able to wipe out your competition, around 2 days before being able to launch this product, I go and source some high converting creatives. I'm no graphic designer. I don't have much experience in being able to create advertisements, so I allow a professional to do this for me. So what I like to do is I like to head over to Viral Ecom Ads and I go ahead and source the split testing package. This will give you 4 ad variations over the one product that you're choosing so that you can be able to test out all different types of variables so you can be able to know what advertisement is going to work the best for you. And if you guys want to be able to get some custom content from Viral Ecom Ads, you can check that out with the link in my description, as well as you can be able to get 20% off every single order that you have directly with that link. So once I get my creatives back, this is whenever I get into creative testing. Now, we talked about creative testing before, but creative testing allows me to test out either different thumbnails, videos, ad copies, and seeing which one is going to give me the cheapest traffic. This is going to effectively allow me to have full confidence in whatever advertisement that I'm going into before I actually go spend some real money in my cold interest campaign. Now, people ask me all the time, what is the biggest mistake that beginner dropshippers struggle with? And for me, I think the biggest mistake is rushing into a product without having real validation on a creative that will actually work for them. Beating out your competition involves winning the bid on Facebook. And winning the bid on Facebook involves having the best advertisement. So make sure that you understand that Facebook is a bidding auction, and the easiest way to win the bid is by having a stronger creative. And whenever I'm running this creative testing campaign, I'm only testing one variable at a time, so I'm not skewing my data. So I'll either test out all different videos with the same thumbnail or all different thumbnails with the same video, only testing one variable at a time. And even if I want to test out both, this is a little bit of how it looks. So I'll test out thumbnail 1 with video 1, thumbnail 2 with video 1, and thumbnail 3 with video 1. And then whenever I figure out whichever thumbnail does the best, I might want to test out videos after that, which is something that I did with this exact example. So let's say thumbnail 1 did the best. Now I'll test out thumbnail 1 with all the different videos to see which one is going to give me my best performing advertisement. And for me to be able to be in a position of having full confidence, I want to make sure that I'm looking at the right metrics whenever I'm in this creative testing campaign. And these metrics are very important before moving to the next step. So I'd like to look for a cost per click under 5 cents. I like to look for a cost per unique link click under 6 cents, a click-through rate of 7% or higher, a CPM between $4 and $6, average video watch time of 10 seconds or more, and knocking it out the park with the 3 rate rankings. Now, if you guys not heard of rate rankings, this is very important to know if your advertisement is going to work or not. So there's quality rate ranking, there's engagement rate ranking, and there's conversion rate ranking. Now, a lot of YouTubers don't talk about all this in-depth information, but if you really want to be successful with advertising, you need to know these things. So quality ranking is how well your advertisement is perceived for the quality behind it. Engagement rate ranking is how well your advertisement is going to get engagement compared to the competition who are advertising within the same niche. And conversion rate ranking is how well your advertisement is going to get conversions based off of other people who are advertising within the same niche. So you want to make sure that all of these rankings are average or above average. And you guys can check out this chart right here for a little bit more information about this. Now, I want you to understand, I don't just stop creative testing after I find just one winning creative. Now, this is where I see a lot of people struggle with, is because they don't understand that ad fatigue happens. So you can't just run the same advertisement forever. This is going to eventually get exhausted. So what I like to be able to do is I like to do a couple different creative testing campaigns throughout my entire time of advertising this product. And the one that I just showed you is what I consider cold creative testing. as I'm basically just trying to see what my audience is wanting to see and making sure I can put it right in front of their face. A little bit down the road, I like to be able to do something called warm creative testing, where I test out different creatives in my warm retargeting campaign. And the last step of creative testing that I like to get into is hot creative testing, which is typically in a no interest campaign after I scale this product to over 500 purchases or more. But let's take it back a couple steps and we'll go ahead and jump right into that in a little bit. What I do want to focus on now is what I do with my cold creative testing campaign after I find a winner. Now, before I go ahead and talk about how to set up these campaigns or what I do with this winning creative, I do want you guys to understand that I'm here to help you guys out in any way possible. If you have any questions about this video at all, or you're feeling stuck, or you're looking to streamline your success this upcoming Q4, you can go to my Instagram at AC_Hampton and DM me the word YouTube. DM me the word YouTube, as it's not about how much money you can make in this world, but how much knowledge you can teach others to be able to change their lives. So after finding my winning creative, the next thing I did was set up a cold audience interest testing campaign. This cold audience campaign has 10 different interests with 10 different ad sets under one campaign, which is a CBO of $100. And I also like to allocate a $5 minimum spend to all 10 of these ad sets. This is going to be able to allow me to spread my budget out and allow whatever's working for me to continue to work for me and spend more budget on it. So if I have 10 different ad sets with a $5 minimum spend, that comes out to $50. So if my campaign's at $100, that means it's going to allocate the other $50 to the best performing ad sets. And in this cold audience campaign, there are front end metrics that I was looking for. So I like to see a cost per click of under 50 cents. I like to see a cost per link click of under $1, click-through rate of 2.5% or higher, CPMs of $10 to $12, and an average video watch time of 8 seconds or more. Now, it's great to know all these front-end metrics and know if your advertisement's working, but it's also great to understand the back end so that you are able to cut fat and focus on profitability. And that part of advertising, I leave strictly to the KPI calculator. This KPI calculator stands for Key Performance Indicators. This allows me to understand what my break-even added cart is, what my break-even cost per link click is, what my break-even purchase is, and of course, my break-even ROAS. All of the people in my one-on-one mentorship as well as my blueprint course do get access to this full KPI calculator so that you are in a position to be able to focus on profitability. Now, after doing this cold audience interest campaign and finding different interests that work, I do like to scale up what is working for me. And I typically do this with a vertically scaled campaign using either ABOs or CBOs. Now, I always start off with CBO testing whenever I'm testing different ad sets, but whenever I'm scaling, I like to allocate more budget towards what was working. So for me, let's say that dog park did really well. So I would duplicate off the original ad set in my CBO campaign into a vertically scaled ABO. This will have 5 ad sets in it with a $20 to $40 budget, and I'm typically only putting 5 ad sets in this campaign alone. From using CBOs and ABOs and testing and scaling, this allows me to be able to take full advantage of collecting data and warming up my Facebook pixel. So the first thing I do is whenever I get to around 5,000 95% video views, I jump right into those lookalikes. Now the 95% video view lookalike is the first one that I start off with. I typically used to do 2,000 video views, but I see that it's even stronger whenever I wait to around 5,000. And then on my back-end metrics of add to cart, initiate checkout, purchase, view content, I always wait to around 500 conversions before I start running lookalikes for these. Now, the best advantage of all this is whenever you're spending all this money and collecting all of this data, you can be able to get all these customers back who did not purchase from you by taking full advantage of retargeting. So there's 2 types of retargeting that I like to focus on. There's warm and there's hot. Warm retargeting is retargeting the individuals who did not come to my website. So these are the people who did 95% video views, 75% video views, Facebook engagement, as well as Instagram engagement. And then hot retargeting is all the people who visited my website but did not purchase. And these people are typically website visitors or add to cart. And your return on investment goes absolutely crazy in retargeting, so do not ever skip out on this. This is how you get the best bang for your buck. Now, if you guys remember earlier how I talked about different stages of being able to do creative testing, this is whenever I jump into the warm creative testing with my warm retargeting campaign. So in this warm retargeting campaign, which if you remember is all about the customers who did not come to your website, this is the perfect time to start throwing in some new advertisements. Once you start seeing these advertisements in this warm retargeting campaign start getting purchases, well, there you go, you have another winning advertisement. And this is one of my favorite methods to prevent advertisement exhaustion. And then after hitting around 500 purchases, I like to get into something called no interest campaigns. And this is when the ball starts rolling. I mean, this is when things start really changing for me. No interest campaigns allow me to expand outside of the audiences that I'm already testing and go completely broad, as my Facebook pixel is so warmed up that it can be able to find customers for cheap. These no interest campaigns, I typically like to use CBOs, and I increase the budget on these every 3 to 4 days around 30 to 50%. And all of these exact strategies that I just gave you is what helped me generate over $120,000 in less than 60 days starting from scratch. And if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you guys know the next step that I took on this was focusing on making an e-commerce brand. So after I hit around $100,000 on a store, this is whenever I start branding my product. Branding is the ultimate goal for whatever product that I test, and I take this very serious. So the first thing I do is I go ahead and order this product from my same supplier, and we go ahead and ship this to our US warehouses. These US warehouses are going to help us get 3 to 5 day shipping and continue to improve the customer experience. You guys can see this video right here of how serious I start taking these. I'm taking custom content, I'm ordering the product, I mean, I'm doing it all. This allows me to be able to have that longevity that I was speaking about, and knowing that I'm going to be able to sell this product for a very long time. And I'm currently in the process of really starting to brand this product all through Q4, so you might want to be on the lookout for it. I hope that this full breakdown of the store and this entire case study is going to help you guys crush it this Q4. And these exact steps that I went in depth about are the same steps that you can take to be able to maximize your success and knowing exactly the direction you should take with your dropshipping stores. And I cannot wait to see you guys absolutely crush it. And if you want to see more case study videos like this, leave it in the comment section below. Hey, and do not think that I forgot about the free consulting call winner from last week's video. The free consulting call winner from last week's video is Naraya Etheridge. Congratulations on winning. Go ahead and reach out to me on Instagram at AC_Hampton. Let me know that you won. We can get on a Zoom call, look over your products, help you get ready this Q4, and make sure that you are getting those results that you deserve. And if you want the opportunity of streamlining your success with e-commerce, getting all of your questions answered in another special giveaway, make sure to do all 3 requirements that I mentioned at the very beginning of this video. Also, let me know your biggest takeaway from this video in the comment section below. I cannot wait to continue to drop this value each and every single week for you guys. I'll see you guys next week. This is AC, and I'm out.
They gon' want a piece when you got it like that. Like Jake said, we gon' spend it, get it right